have been napping a lot lately. It's been a part of my routine because I have been analyzing my sleep in different variables because of the next book which I'm writing, which is about sleep. This is an aura ring, which I use to track my sleep. And that's kind of neither here nor there, because today I'm going to be putting together a shelf. I have 2 IKEA shelves to put together, and I'm only going to put together one because my girlfriend enjoys putting together IKEA shelves, and I think she'd be upset if I put together both without her. These aren't like fully putting together. They've been built already because these are from my aunt's house, who recently passed away. You can see like the little nubbins. What the hell was that? There was like a trickling sound coming from them. Do you hear that? Is there water in this? What the I think there's stuff on the inside, and they're maybe hollow. You can see the nubbins are here, and the bolts. So I really just need to slide the shelves in. The same sound is coming from this one. Okay, one there. What do you suppose BS stands for? To slide the shelves in. Bottom. Okay. This chair right here is from my aunt, who is the aunt who owned this IKEA shelf, her sister, who's now passed away for like a few years. And my grandpa is like one of 2 siblings that remain in his family that was of 10. He's turning 101 years old just over a month from now. He stitched this together. I guess he just stapled some fabric, cute little cats on it. These chair frames were from her, and he put it together, and so these are an item. These are an item that have a connection to them, to these people, to family members who really kind of set the foundation for my life. This chair here is from my other grandpa, and I sit in it to read in the morning. It makes me feel like I have a connection. There was a photograph of my grandpa sitting in this chair and reading the newspaper. And my dad has that photograph somewhere. My mom has a storage locker full of photographs. And one day, I'm going to go through those photographs and do something with them. Do something with them, because they're art. They're family mementos, but they're also a bunch of photos of me being silly as a kid. IKEA shelves, perhaps, but also not really. We didn't really have those sorts of things when I was a kid. And my aunt as well probably got this shelf in like the last 10 years or so. So as much as there's not really family mementos, historical connection, spirit to it, like there is in that chair, I still am happy to get this because I do feel like, you know, her recent passing, it's like it's nice to have something from her in my house, in my space. And I actually am really in need of a shelf to put some books on back there. So I'm gonna build it now. These 3 basic things together. So there's also these screws, which I guess have to do with the bottom. I think they'll be screwed in this way, which seems simple enough, but also subtly difficult in a way that I just don't want to rush into this. And I don't even necessarily care to get the shelf building process on video. You're gonna see it somewhere there next time. I wanted to just talk about and capture this concept that items have spirit to them, that there is value in the idea of something being owned by someone else who is meaningful to you. If that wasn't the case, then no one would care for pictures, artworks, for for things that were made by the artist themselves. My dad made me this. If he didn't make me this, this would kind of be a stupid picture and a print that I could get at a thrift store or IKEA actually. This is an IKEA frame. There are artworks back here that you can't even see. There's an owl that my grandma stitched. There are mementos here from Iceland that my grandpa, my almost 101-year-old grandpa, who I call Avi because he's Icelandic. And when I first went to Iceland, I saw things like this in the gift shops. This is an Ásmundur Sveinsson, who is actually a distant cousin of mine. Hilmar and Didda, this is two cousins. 1993, this is before I was born. My Avi and Ummi got this together when they were there. And I saw this exact same thing. They just sell the same sculptures in the gift shop today there at the Ásmundur Sveinsson Museum. And I looked at it and I was like, I have that at home. I know I do. This was actually from my Avi. And so I saved like $60. I didn't need to buy any souvenirs because I had them all already. They were all already there. And that's like, I don't need to go to IKEA now because the shelf was always already there. It was in my family. When people pass away, of course, there's like these family dynamics where someone wants this item because it's valuable. You know, this is also from my Avi. He had so many knickknacks and collectibles that when he moved into a nursing home, there wasn't like a battle for who gets what because he had so much stuff that all of his grandchildren and everyone could just like get things that they thought were cool. And my other grandpa, whose chair is back there, he gave me this horse when I was young. And I remember when he gave this to me, I was upset by it because I loved Lord of the Rings toys. And this was just slightly too small of a horse for my Lord of the Rings action figures to ride. And even something as silly as putting together a shelf can be made more meaningful if you do it with the person that you love, which is my cop-out to not have to put this together and just wait for my girlfriend to magically put it together for me. I mean, with me. And now I'll have that memory of her and I together with this shelf, knowing where it came from, who it came from, to slide the shelves in. I also have this, which was from my grandpa's basement. I will refer to this place as the Owl Farm because he had taxidermied owls, which I couldn't get because to transfer them across provincial borders is like pseudo-illegal without the right paperwork. And the Owl Farm was Hunter S. Thompson's compound. That's what he called it, the Owl Farm. And so I would later grow to think about his basement as the Owl Farm, and I use that as a location in my writings. The memory of it, the idea of it has more meaning to me than money or objects do, but that is still something that happens with families when a person passes away. There's like feuds over who gets what in the will, and I think that is horrible and evil fundamentally. It's an awful thing. So I try to just enjoy what I have with the connections to the people that came before me, friends and family members, people that are really actually quite meaningful to me. And so if I don't feel like I have a lot in my life, I just try to feel a connection to the pieces that I do have. I can draw artistic inspiration from them and just kind of like life inspiration, you know, and feeling this connection to something that is bigger than just me. And I hope that you have that in your life as well. It can be something so stupidly simple, and if you don't have it, get something from a thrift store and just imagine the person who had to pass away and their kids went through all their belongings to donate their shit to the thrift store, and make up something to it. Feel a connection to it, because everything is connected to someone in some way, and you are not alone. And that's what items with meaning inside of them can remind us all.